Hey guys, I wanted to follow up on my Netflix swing was telling you guys about the other day. So I ended up swinging Netflix. If we look at the daily chart real quick, so you can see here, I was swinging Netflix on the 31st to the 1st, and essentially a couple reasons why I was swinging it. We had bullish divergence on the daily chart, right? Because we had that selling pressure releasing, and we had a strong bullish candle on the 31st, so I was swinging it into the next day. This is how the trade ended up. If we look at the 5 minute, go back here. So I ended up buying Netflix at around 427, and then the next day it opened up around 433. So I had about a $6-7 move. So it was a 7% gain for me. So I made about 7% on the trade. So I'll take it. But I wanted to go through um, why I sold it and actually how it ended up at the end of the day. Um, so this is how the charts looked when the market opened. You can see the SPY was in between a pre-market high level and a pre-market low level, but it was nearing that pre-market high, so it tanked right when the market opened. You can see Netflix just fell off the face of the earth with that long red candle. That's why it sold essentially like right at that 433, literally like right when the market opened. You can see the Qs sold off as well. Um, now and they sold off as well. So I never seen a man going broke taking profit. And I've heard that before from my mentor a ton of times, and it's true. But hindsight's 2020. It's always good to study, write your trades, and how you could have been more profitable, and how you could have managed your trade a bit better. But ended up selling it, making some money. Um, so now let's go into Netflix and just see how it ended up throughout the day. So this trade, I think I ended up selling it for around 570. Um, so what you can see, if I zoom out and I'll go back here, Netflix had a huge sell-off right there, first 5 minutes. But you can see if you look at the low, which was around 425-ish, that literally sold off right to that pre-market low and really that aftermarket low. And it didn't close below there. Now, if it would have closed below there, you could have risked Netflix going back down to 420 and then possibly back down to a daily level of 409, right? So what happened was Netflix sold off, and then you can see it started basing around that 425 mark, which was the aftermarket low of the previous day of the 30th. And then it started turning back up, broke that pre-market high here, and literally just took off the rest of the day. This would have been a nice area to actually get back into Netflix, because you can see here it squeezed, had a nice squeeze released, and then volume started coming in, or buying pressure started coming in, and it went from, once it kind of broke that level of 443, went up to 458. I think that call I sold um, around here for 570 towards the end of the day, I think it was worth $1,900. So um, I was looking at it at the end of the day. I was like, man, that would have been a really nice trade. But like I said, never seen a man going broke taking profit. So hey, I'll take my 7%. It's a lot better than losing. But just a better way to manage a trade. Lesson learned here is, hey, if it does sell off, look at, if we can go back here. And you can see, even with the SPY and the Q, The SPY kind of did the same thing. You know, price action was pretty sloppy, but it kind of did the same thing. Sold off based around that pre-market low um, here, and then kind of just went back and forth, and that really allowed Netflix to really just keep moving. And then once it got above the daily level of 450 here, it took off the rest of the day. And if you look at the Qs, the Qs really did the same thing too. Sold off. Like I said, price action was a bit sloppy, but um, it recaptured that pre-market low, and then it kind of took off the rest of the day there. So, but like I said, the Qs and the SPY could easily broke down and went down farther. You don't know. You just gotta stick with your rules and take profit when you see profit and go from there. So, anyways, with that being said, didn't make any trades today. Market was super sloppy. Price action was terrible. I thought so. I didn't have any plays for today. Hopefully, things shape up and there's some good plays for tomorrow. And hopefully you got some good trades. If you like the content, if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Definitely would like to see the channel start growing a little bit more. And I'll talk with you guys later.